March 30th. Almost done with March, you guys. It's around almost 5 p.m. in the afternoon. My sweethearts are here. I don't know if they're gonna take a nap or not, what the deal was. But they've been great sports today, as we planned to go to the dentist with the older 3 boys. So it was quite the adventure, and I'm grateful we have a dentist that is a neighbor, and his dental clinic is walking distance, so we walked literally with the babies and the boys to there. Then we parked our stroller at the place where they have little parking slots for bicycles, and so it was really fun. We got all 5 kids inside. You know, I was just thinking, I was nervous when we left the house with the stroller. When I put it out, I was praying in my heart that everything's gonna go away and those 2 are not gonna break a limb, because in that place there is a tatami kind of like higher place where they used to have like books and toys to play with, but you know, pandemic, they take everything out, so many kids don't touch the same items and spread germs. But you know, I forgot about that, so I was like, oh, there will be toys there you can play, but then there's no toys. So the boys were entertaining them. My phone was there, my bag with the mini zippers was there, so they had some kind of books there too. So, but I was thinking, you know, just when you think you can't do it anymore, it's like, sorry guys, it's really bumpy, the road here. Like, look at this. So I had to go through that with the babies and hold the phone at the same time. When I think I can't do something, when I do it, when we're done with it, it's like, wow, you did that too. Like, what else you can do with 5 kids at the same time? It's just amazing to me. And all those years of raising the other 3 has paid off, because they are quite good at behaving. Well, at least you hope. They have good days and bad days, but today was, I guess, a good day because the babies were behaving well. And I was, you know, the worries of a mom. When you're a mom, you just think of the worst scenario that can happen, and that's if the babies are, because they are tired. They were tired. They're already cranky when we were at home. So I was thinking, you know, the appointment is at 4 p.m. So I'm thinking at 3:30, I'll just take them out with a stroller and stroll them around so they can sleep. So they can sleep in a stroller. It's warm outside. If the stroller is outside with them sleeping, 1 or 2 of the boys can watch them, you know. I was thinking that would be the best scenario, but the worst would be the 3 boys fighting for whatever stupidity, and those 2 crying like idiots. That's what I was thinking would be the worst. And thank goodness it didn't happen. They didn't sleep, but because it was a new place for them, they were excited, and they were climbing, they were jumping, my little guy almost fell because it's quite high from the floor where you walk to that place, and you know, with the tatami. So I mean, we did it. And then they got first the 2 younger brothers, and then the oldest brother that I always count on for everything, and me afterwards. I'm like, oh gosh, that's not the best combo. I sat on that chair to be checked, and I was like, I just really hope nothing bad happens to the babies. I really, really hope. So it worked out. Going to the dentist with 5 kids, I was grateful that there were not people at all. Maybe there was one grandpa with a little boy on his game. They were there, but they left quickly. And so before and after and between us, there was no other people. And I was grateful this morning when I went to check with them for an appointment. They were really good, and they were saying, yeah, you can come at 4. It was open. So I was like, thank goodness. Nobody had emergencies today with their teeth, and none of us had any cavities or anything. They do check the kids at school periodically, I think, but I was more concerned about my teeth because after being pregnant with those babies, I have to tell you guys, my body is a complete mess. It's like right hip, left knee, back is completely like I take time to get up if I get down. It's not even close to bad as bad it was before when I had to sleep sitting down, but sleeping like in the sitting down position also gives you side effects too. So I mean, you're pretty much screwed up after twins being your fourth successful pregnancy, I would say. Your body gets screwed up a lot, and so okay. That's the dentist that we just went to. That's his father. He's working on the field. I had no idea this is his field, but yeah, in Japan it's not like your field is in front of your house. Their house is like down the road, but I guess this field is there too, so they just work on it. It's like really random. You could have like this field here, and your house could be like way up in the mountain, you know what I mean? There is no like, I don't know, back home is like where your house is, that where your land is, but I don't know. I'm just looking for cars or trucks if they pass by. But you can see the cranes, you guys, like those very famous birds that they always paint. The crane is like right there next to him because they're looking for a grab. The bugs come out when they turn the dirt, the soil, getting it ready for planting, I suppose. Anyways, yeah, so today we accomplished something new. We can write in the book of life. Going to the dentist with 5 kids. Thank goodness it's a small clinic. Thank goodness it's close to our house. Thank goodness it's a neighbor who speaks, by the way, really good English, to the point where I can talk to him slowly, clearly, but I still can understand him and he can understand me. So that satisfies me, and I'm grateful for that. At one point I went with my oldest, I believe, to a different dentist here in town, more like on the main roads towards the big shops and stuff, and in fact very close to what I call my favorite udon place. Udon is like a very thick noodle that you eat with soup and whatever else in the bowl. It's like we're the mecca of udon. So, but I don't go there anymore. I don't want to go there anymore because well, I love the place, but first of all, it's hard to go with. I always look at the clovers, you guys. Look at them, so big. Anyways, I cannot imagine going there with 7 kids. But not only that, but they know us since we're little, since the babies were little, and being carried in car seats, baskets, and then whatever. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but who cares? Just I'm talking to myself, really. So we went there many times, and it was like once a week or so, like a few times a month, for a quick meal and cheap meal. But husband decided that he would take his brand new employee that he took from the airport also. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about that. It's not like I've been there with people from my company, but they were always females, and I felt comfortable about that. Well, the guy takes her to the city hall, to do all the registration and all that stuff. That I understand, but then he takes her to lunch there. And people talk. People there know us. And so I'm like, okay, I don't think I feel comfortable going there anymore. It's just, and not only that, but like when I asked him if he went there with her, his employee, and his parents, it's a common sense to, otherwise it looks really weird, but for me at least, if his parents or his mother at least was there. And he said no, and I was like, oh, great. And he's like, right, kind of like, I'm like, oh, okay, what the heck, right? I don't understand that, and I will never understand that reaction. And so I don't really plan on going to that place anymore. Not really. I just feel like I'm done with it. It's just, to me, it's like, I wouldn't do that. It doesn't matter how much I dislike or despise a person, I wouldn't do that. But I guess, everybody plays their game with different cards, so that's on my hand. I wouldn't do it. But everybody has their morals and their stuff they're dealing with in their minds. Everybody has their demons, right? So yeah. But right next to that udon place, there is what do you call it? A really, really fancy dentistry. And so that was my point, you guys. I just wanted to share with you an experience in a dentistry where you go inside. The moment you get your shoes off and you're entering a place that looks like a ground hotel, like a mini version of it, with the light fixtures on the ceiling were like gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. You're like, wait, what is that place? It's like, am I going somewhere special or whatever? And according to husband's brief explanation, the main guy, I think there are many of them who work there, like actually dental workers. I mean, dentists, like doctors. I think there are a few of them, but the main one that opened it, I guess, or like whatever you call it, the main guy, worked in the States. I don't know where in the States he was. East, west, middle, south, north, I don't know, but I don't know why he worked there, what he saw, but like, he made this place seriously looks like you're in Saudi Arabia and you're the VIP guest of, I don't know. I cannot even explain to you. It's so beautiful. It's just so gorgeous. And yeah, so we go there, register, and then, you fill out the form and whatever. And they take you through those little tiny, teeny hallways that are so tiny. Thank goodness you're not like Bulgarian size, like real Bulgarian size, like massive. I don't know. There are people here, they are nice and skinny and small and tiny, and they just fit. But the arches, and then there's like this waiting place with a couch of ladder and stuff to play for kids and like crosswords and like Sudoku and things like that. You can have it all. Like there's a cup water thingy, and they even had the, what they call it, gacha machine, where you put coins and you twist and whatever comes in a bowl comes in. And so they even gave the ticket for my boy to do that. So he did it and he got stuff. I don't know, for whatever reason he got two. I don't know why. So he gave them, actually he ended up giving to his brothers. The one was girly, so he gave it to the cousin. I don't remember. But he sits down there. No, he lies down completely. And I'm waiting for him. But the room is amazing. It's like small but compact. Everything is there. There's a big monitor, computer monitor, that can show the x-ray image of his mouth. And so you can see how, I could see for the first time, it was really interesting to see how the new teeth push the old ones, so they start getting crooked and whatever, so they have to come out, but they're not shaking. So the new ones are already there in the gum, ready to come. It was really fun to see that. So I don't remember what his problem or issue that we went for. I don't really remember anymore, but I just remember him lying down, and there's like this monitor on the ceiling that was showing a desired anime. At that point he was crazy about Pokemon, so he was watching Pokemon show while she was working on, she or he, I don't remember even, see, it was a while ago, on in his mouth. And then after that he was nicely treated and was like, if they seriously offered me some kind of drink, I would be like, what? But they do, many people do here, like private businesses, they offer you a drink and then like a little snack on the side. And I'm pretty sure you pay for all that. It's all included. You pay for a really good service, like crazy. But because it's dentistry, you have the insurance card and you pay only 30% of the real price. That's how it works in Japan. So yeah. And I went with him there once, and I thought, I don't really want to come back again here. Like, if you guys see what my mom has in these conditions, what they work with, like back home is like, of course, back in time-wise, with technology-wise, they're really back in the day. She doesn't have much, but gosh, she's good. Like, she has not much, like, as she has her knowledge and her basic tools, and she could do miracles in your mouth. They don't do what they have here, like really fancy, nice technologies and stuff. And like, and when I tell my mom about it, because she's a dentist too, so when I tell her, she's like, I know about all that, but she doesn't have it. I think, I don't know what she has really right now. If she has like those new chairs and compact machine that's like really small. It used to be like this huge thing in front of me, and no, I think nowadays they're better and smaller in size. It's like, the first computers or the first TVs, how they look like, those big chunky things, and now everything is flat. Space wise is flat and compact. But yeah, sometimes I feel like it's, people here care too much about how things look from the outside, but they, of course, the main point is to get customers or clients or whatever your business is with the quality of your service, whatever you're offering, or food or whatever goods. But I think they put too much effort on the how outside looks thing, like including people. How people look from the outside is very important. I mean, I'm not saying, that you have to be like all homeless looking and be a dentist, and nobody will let a person like that look in their mouth. But I'm just saying here is a bit much. I mean, they look like, here everybody has uniforms about everything. Every business has their own uniform and everybody looks the same. I get that. And it's, it's, in a way, it's nice. You don't show your status at home, how much money you've got and what kind of house and car you got. But my point is not that. It's just like too much into the facade and the building's facade. It's like, yeah, people care about those things a lot here, I guess. And everybody tries to be unique and one at the place where they are. So those TV shows with those guys with the helmets that look like watermelons and scooters can come and see that place and put it on TV. It's really a bit free commercial for your business. But yeah, those who live in Japan will understand me. But yeah, I'm just really talking to myself, and that's fine with me. Babies are asleep, which is a good thing. My little guy is asleep too. Oh, he's so sweet. I think I should cover him up a little bit as the sun comes down. It gets chilly. I just don't want his body to get cool. His thing now that I really hate when he does is he loves to drink his juice with the straw, with the bottle straw, and then he loves to spit it afterwards straight into his shirt. And if you're not there to see that and stop it, he keeps going until everything in the front is wet. And so it's very interesting, but I think his sister started doing the same thing recently as well. And so I'm like, why in the world you guys are doing that? But they're doing it. They're just doing it. That that yellow blanket is different from, this is a normal blanket to cover her, but this yellow one, she cannot go to sleep without it. However, one night, was it like, no, last night, but the night before, it was I couldn't find it. She misplaced it somewhere, and we were looking for it, all three of us, in the dark when everybody else was already snoring, and we couldn't find a yellow blanket anywhere. And so we went back to the futon, to the sleeping place we go to, and she just snuggled with another blanket. Thank goodness there was another sort of kind of like the same kind of blanket that was fluffy enough to satisfy her. So she put herself to sleep with that blanket. It was really good. She just likes to touch it with fingers and click her little tonguey, and with her lips, like she grabs it with her lips, and it's like I don't know, it's like comforting kind of thing. It's really cute. I've never had a baby doing that before, but she's really cute like that. So, and I noticed she has teeth coming out, like those how do you call that in English, like when you have frozen icicles on hanging on the roof of the edges of the roof on the houses. Yeah, it looks like those are coming out. Her teeth are coming out like that from up and deep down there. I'm like, oh, she's gonna have lots of teeth. And I looked in his mouth, and there is nothing like that yet. So speaking of dentistry work, like my mom told me never compare kids. Every individual develops a different speed in different way, and they have different times of teeth coming up. So she said, don't worry about it, everybody's different. So but it's easy to compare those two now because they're the same age, they're the same family. So so I always check, and they're different, like develop wise, doing things like crawling first. It was definitely first my baby girl, and then my baby boy was like a week or two later. But then there's some things that he does and she doesn't, and they see each other and they copy, and it's really cute. He was the first one who actually started shaking his head like this. Like you ask him like a random question, are you hungry? He'll be like and then you'll be asking him anything, even if it's about yourself, anything random, and he'll be just like, when he hears the tone of the voice going into a question and looking at him for answer, he started shaking his head. So his sister started doing the same thing, and so now my job is to teach them to shake their head down like this, so they can know yes too. But so far they enjoy the no, which by the way in Bulgarian is the opposite. I don't know how many other countries in the world do that, but back home when you say no, it's like this, and yes is this. So we always say yes. And then when I go home to visit, oh gosh, the headaches I get because of the shaking of the head, and I just say yes and no instead of shaking my head. But then when you stay there for like a week or two, it just comes naturally. Just say yeah, that's right, and then say no, I don't like that. It's like that. It's really interesting. So I always taught my students in my elementary schools that we Bulgarians are a bit weird with the yes and no. Shaking head is like the opposite of the rest of the world, I suppose. I don't know who else does that, but very interesting and very cute and very confusing, trust me. But yeah, so their teeth develop. So far they both have 4 up and 4 down, so I think that's normal. But then she has some coming up like deep. I'm like, oh, that's gonna make her eat much faster than her brother. So far he's the faster eater because he's a boy. But yeah, they're really cute. And thank goodness the boys and I today didn't have any complications to stay longer and wait. They just put some kind of medicine or paste of some sort into the teeth and just kind of like brush the tooth with something like scratchy kind of, but like brushy at the same time onto the teeth. I don't know if they shooted it with something or they whitening the teeth. I don't know what that was, but and they said don't drink water for the next 30 minutes or eat anything. I'm like, 30 minutes I can do it, but then my youngest of the three older boys, he's like, oh, I'm gonna die, mommy, I'm starving. Like, come on, you just said 30 minutes. In the next 30 minutes you're not gonna die, I promise you. He's like, okay, I can do this. I'm like, oh gosh, oh, the drama. Yeah, he can definitely, that boy, he can sleep till 9, no problem. He can stay with his PJ till 1 p.m. Then finally I tell him, we're going to the dentist today, please can you change your clothes and brush your teeth before we go. So this morning my oldest woke me up because I guess he woke up first. I told them, whoever wakes up first, wake me up so we can make pancakes. And so we're all excited to have pancakes today, only to find out there is no milk in the fridge. And so I was like, no problem, we can do it with yogurt. And so I had the pancake mix and 1 egg in it, and then I dropped the whole container, whatever it's called, with yogurt. And by the way, I just buy the brand that says Bulgaria on it, and with their language, with their katakana alphabet, so it says Bulgaria. And so I'm really touched by the fact that they actually bought the patent to make the Bulgarian yogurt. So I wouldn't know, like, I think Bulgarian yogurt tastes different, to be honest. Here's mild. Japanese people don't like strong taste, and I do. Our yogurt is much more sour and like strong and really, really yummy. I don't know, that I'm just used, but this will do. It is the name of my country, so I buy that one. So I beat it with a fork inside and made it nice liquid. They kind of, by the way, they sell also liquid version of the yogurt, and it's so good. It's so good. I was like, you say now what? And then they have it with flavor of blueberries, and it's all sweet though. Like, I'm used to plain sour yogurt, and then here everything's sweetened. But that's okay, I guess. It has calcium, so I got it a lot. I got a lot of liquid yogurt in the cold months, even though it was cold, because one of the boys had a cracked bone. So my mom said just fill him up with calcium as much as you can, because it helps to heal the bone. He needs the extra. So I did, and I gave him lots of cheese, and on his birthday he had a cheesecake, but not like made of cream cheese. It was actual cheeses on top of cheeses. Some of them were camembert, like the salty ones. Some of them were fruity cheeses. And so his oldest brother made his cake, designed it, I would say, and we had a blast with it. It was just great. Cake made of cheese, how cool is that? So yeah. So the Bulgarian yogurt, anyway, so I beat that yogurt well, and I added a lot of water, because we like our pancakes not small and thick, but large and thin, so we can roll things inside, right? Okay. And the dough looked really well and smelled amazing. So I did what my mom usually does when she makes palacinki or like pancakes. And so, but then it's yogurt, right? It's not milk. So the yogurt was so fluffy, and inside it didn't really cook well. And so they became really sticky. It was hard to turn them backwards. Like on the very surface, it would be like really, really well cooked, but then inside it's still soft and gooey. And the first 2 or 3 were the worst, and then afterwards I got better at it. And then the last, I had no patience. I was like, I either throw this away or I will just put the whole thing in the pan. So I just put the whole thing in the pan and cooked it like an omelet. It was not bad, but I ate a lot of it, and I was like, that's it, I'm done with it. It's just, I'm done with it. And so yeah, I don't think I'll ever attempt, or I suggest you not to try to make pancakes with yogurt instead of milk. Or at least maybe it didn't work for me. It probably could work for you, I don't know, not sure. But yeah, so that's that. It's fun having the kids at home. All of them is like every day they play for 15 minutes piano, and they don't even wait to be asked for it. I don't give them English homework, but I probably should starting tomorrow, so we can catch up on some English homework as well. They usually don't like it, but my oldest and my youngest of the 3 boys do it. My middle guy is kind of like, I hate homeworks, I don't want any homework, so he's kind of like a rebel. He doesn't want to do it. But maybe he will come around. I don't know. We'll see. I'll try my best. But yeah, it's pretty much just us and the babes. And the babes are great. Oh, guys, they're great. I wish I could know a mom, even if it's virtually, another mom with like the same situation, so I could share my day with, or have experiences and things like that. I really would love to, but maybe I'll try. And when you keep your mind busy with so many things, you don't even have time to talk to yourself and vent in front of the phone. Or I literally didn't even have any time today to get on the phone, because we were always go. Yesterday was the same. Was washing a lot of things that are to be put away from the winter, like beddings and thick stuff, and still hanging, by the way, outside. I have to hang for the second day. Have to get them inside. There is this sand they were saying that comes from China with the winds. Red, yellowish sand, I don't know. Every once in a while, I guess it comes. So the weather has been like kind of weird. I mean, you can see the sun, but you cannot really see the clear blue sky. This is kind of like foggy kind of thing. I don't know how to explain it. And it's been like this for the second day now, and I'm like, is that what they were talking about? I don't know. It's weird. But when those suns come, some people develop really bad allergies in their eyes, and it's not like only the blooming stuff in the spring, but I don't know. But everywhere you go, you usually go with your mask anyway, unless you're like me out in the nature. But probably not good for the laundry, huh? I don't know. Anyways, I think I'll just call it a day and say goodbye for now, and call this video probably motherhood and dental work, and going to the dentist with 5. Yay, nailed it. Good kids, right? See you guys. Bye.